want to take a breath and a moment to acknowledge the cards, to thank the tarot for being in our life. We invite in the messages of the cards and what they have to offer us. I pulled cards for past, present, and future guidance. For our past card, I pulled the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is excited, ambitious, optimistic. He's got this big, giant pentacle or coin in his hand. There's a lot of yellow around him, representing that solar plexus energy or joy and bliss. There's also the orange that he is wearing, representing pleasure of the sacral chakra. And whenever we have page energy in the tarot, it is more of this excitable, like ready to go, ready to get started energy. So don't be surprised if this card is showing up to talk about an opportunity that you've recently had to maybe increase your bliss, your wealth, your abundance, your fortune. Maybe you've also just had a new idea or a new pursuit that you want to take come along in your life. We also have this idea of being grateful right now. So the Page of Pentacles reminds us to take note of all we have gained already. We have moved through harvest. We're coming up on the end of harvest now. So we can really think about what we are reaping from our efforts of this past year. Maybe that is physically, maybe you planted a garden. Maybe it's more energetically. Maybe you just take a moment to think about the goals that you worked on and what you received out of those goals, whether you met the end all or not, doesn't matter. Just what did you gain along the way? And in general, what have you gained in your health, in your fortune, in your network, in your mindset, in your crafts, your skills, your toolbox? What about energetically, emotionally, spiritually? There is sometimes a difficult journey ahead in shadow season to find the gold or to find the bliss. There's like a lot of shadow work that happens. A lot of our traumas come up. We get triggered a lot. We're spending more time in the cold, the darkness, isolation. We might feeling the pressures of the upcoming holiday season and having to do more, spend more, be more. And this Page of Pentacles comes in now to say, hey, even in these darker, more shadowy times, even when maybe you're feeling a little lower than normal, can you just embrace gratitude? Maybe it's just for your heartbeat, your life, and your breath. But the more we have this gratitude, the more we will gain in the future. So let yourself be optimistic right now and also be positive for what's ahead in the future. There is a lot to be gained on the higher side of things. In our present time, we receive a message from the Hanged Man card. And I always love this card because it's not what it seems. If you're not familiar with the tarot, sometimes this card people will go, ooh, what is that? It's like a guy being hung. Well, no, he's hanging by his foot and he could escape at any time. And he's actually pretty happy. There's a smile on his face. He's hanging out. He's doing a little inversion. Good for him to kind of dump out his mind and shift his perspective or think a different way or look at things a different way. And he also reminds us that we may need to be patient right now. We might need to wait around on things to happen. And there is the symbol for Neptune on this card. Now, Neptune, not really a lot going on there, but Pisces, which is Neptune's ruling sign, is coming into play right now with this full moon. Saturn has been retrograde in Pisces since June 29th. And on today, with this full moon, it finally goes direct again. When we have Saturn, the planet of constriction, karma, life lessons, going direct in Pisces, we are reminded that things are going to play out over time based on the action we took in the past or our behaviors or whatever standards we set, whatever energy we put out. It's all going to start coming into play now, but it still might take some time. So be patient as you navigate the future. as you navigate the changes ahead, as you work towards your dreams and try to make them come true, and also as you work towards more emotional stability and energetic attunement. When we have the Hanged Man coming in on a full Taurus supermoon, we are also reminded to be more in our feelings, pay attention to ourselves, to slow down and be patient with ourselves, give ourselves grace. So, as you work to become more harmonized within yourself, as you work to feel more peaceful within yourself, also give those efforts patience along the way because they may take time. Now, I mentioned that we also have Mercury retrograde getting ready to happen. And although Neptune is related to this card, I also see it as the Mercury retrograde card because it shakes things up, it turns things upside down, shifts the energy, and reminds us to slow down, turn within, and be more patient. If you don't have to make a big purchase right now, but you want to, can you just wait a little longer until the beginning of the year when Mercury isn't in its tricky stage of retro? If you want to sign a contract, if you want to make an agreement, if you want to pursue something, can you wait just a little bit longer? It will be worth it if you decide to hang out. Maybe more things will come to the table as time goes on. We also have the number 12 on this card, reminding us that we are wrapping up the end of a year. We are unfolding a new year. There's a lot of energy shifting with Pluto even. So things are going to take time before we see the real changes happening. Finally, for our future card, we have the Page of Cups. And it's another page card. So we have that optimistic, exciting, eager energy, almost anxious in a good way. And we have the cups. And notice the card. He's wearing this red cape. It's all about taking action when we have red. And then it's flowing into the cup. So we are taking action on our emotions and our energetic management. We are taking action on our crafts, our skills, our gifts, our creative magic. We are taking action on our pleasures, our desires, our cravings. And we're doing it all for the best of ourselves because both the pink around the card and the green on the gentleman here represent heart chakra. I mentioned that this full moon is a very heart centered moon because it's ruled by Venus. I also mentioned that it brings an independent nature, and we want to have more independence in our life right now as we get selfish and give ourselves what we want and need. This Page of Cups is reminding you to continue to prioritize yourself in the future, and good things will continue to come. A lot of this reading is about being more on our own, doing it ourselves, and being capable of it.